What's up, guys? Twice, and we have a very special deck profile. This is our first Buddyfight deck. It's going to be Cross's Danger World deck, specifically focusing on Armorknight Cerberus, because what else does Danger World have?
Wow.
Anyway, so, Cross, you want to start it off?
Alright, well, I'm going to start off with my buddy, my oh-so-special, glorious, amazing buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an SP Cerberus. Is it not just, like...
Shiny AF.
It is ridiculous. It's astounding. It is my everything. Alright, moving on.
For monsters.
Alright, first, because this is, the only deck that will ever run a size 0, you have 4 Eagles. Really not a bad card. It's a size 0. It goes in Cerberus' soul if you need it. It's just, you could throw it out there with freaking Demon if you want, just for more damage. It's actually got really good attack for a size 0. 4 has no defense though. Or power. It's called power, I guess. Then second we have Armorknight Hellhound. I don't know why I have to justify this. He has fantastic defense for a size 0 monster. And his attack is pretty good. Yeah, it's only 1 crit, but he's really good for clearing other monsters at that point. So, because 5 power is good enough to get through most cards.
Especially for decks that run like mostly size 1s. Like, he's really good to just clear stuff.
2 Succubus. She's just really good. She has a soul guard and everything. She's also, the main point that I run her is it's just better because Cerberus I find like is relying on that soul a lot. And she gets that extra sustain out there, so you have her longer to put her in Cerberus' soul. Really, that's the main point behind her. Yeah. You've got Ogre!
Ogre.
So, 3 Ogres. Again, good power for a size 1 monster. Like, this deck is just mostly like just power, beat your face in, I don't like you anymore sort of stuff. So, yeah.
And 2
crit.
Yeah.
I mean, most cards are 2 crit, but yeah. This guy, I run 2 Gargoyle just because, 3 crit on a size 1. His attack, or his power and defense are absolutely pathetic, though. But, 3 crit gets you places.
You wouldn't look at him if he didn't have 3 crit.
Oh, yeah.
Size 2?
4 Cerberus. Do I have to justify this? No, I don't. We're moving on. We got 2 of Golem. This monster over here. He's a fantastic card. If you have nothing going for you, throw him in the center. 8,000 defense is good enough to draw almost your opponent's entire field on a link attack to try to take him out.
And in this deck, if you don't have an item in the center, then you really need to make sure you're not getting hit.
Oh yeah, because you're that reliant on. I find myself, at least most Armorknight decks are, because your impact, everything. 2 Medusa. A lot of people don't run Medusa because you have Boulder Piercing, but if you can't get to Boulder Piercing, or if someone destroys it, like, I don't know, Katana World, she's actually better with the new meta, with Katana World, everybody running that, because I find myself a lot of times when I play Katana World, they go for the, what is it, I think Shooting Star, which counters your item, so you can't counter a monster with Katana World. So this is where she comes in, and she's got the Penetrate and the 2 crit, which is the same thing as Katana World.
She's basically like Hysteric Spear with defense.
Oh yeah, Hysteric Spear, not Boulder Piercing. I haven't.
Yeah.
I just know what the cards look like. At least the items. I know all the monsters though.
This is a good power card right here.
Yeah, Armorknight Griffin again, good power card. Not good defense. 7,000 power though is fantastic.
And 3 crit. Like it's
Yes, there's 2
really
of those.
nice to have in the left or the right just for power.
Do I need to justify this again?
2 demon, double attack. He's got 3 crit, 8,000. There's 9,000.
9,000 attack or power and 8,000 defense. He's just ridiculous. And I've 1 turn killed people. Well, not. I would just wait out my first turn, just kind of charge and just wait it out the next turn. Take all the hits he wants. Charge your gauge the next turn. You're at 4. Drop 2. You've got your Hysteric Spear. I don't run it anymore. There was a card that would let you get more gauge, so I can't really do the 1 turn anymore, but I used to. But yeah, Hysteric Spear would get you, and Demon, that's 8 damage right there. And if you run the size 0, that's 9.
Yeah, and if you use the impact with Hysteric Spear and then you use Demon, that's
an OTK.
Oko. That's Oko.
Oko.
One.
Double Guillotine. Really good for countering weapons. Like Dragon Roll, just fuck you, and then you get to play Rock Paper Scissors.
Because that's what this game does.
Because rock, paper, scissors, you know?
Yep.
Let's have some fun with it. 2 armor reuse, mostly used to get stuff for badass over here.
Yeah, just charge the soul and then blast it to kill stuff.
Yep.
That's what he does.
Thunder Devastation, again, I don't see justifying it.
I love using this card.
2 gauge, destroy everything with 5,000 defense or less.
So it's just a nice field clear. Really nice spell.
Which was Battle Spirit Unite. It's the only counter that I run because you're, like I said, you want your item outs at all costs. And then this guy just comes in and goes, oh, you're going to attack me? That's freaking cute.
Yep. Yeah, it's a really good one. And then I would say this is one of the best cards in the deck.
Because you're so reliant on it.
Yeah. Invigorating Breath.
Yeah, just you cast it, you get +4 the first time you use it to your life counter, and then you lose 1 every other time you use it. So I only run 3. So use the first time you get 4 health. Use the second time you get 3. Third time you get 2. Oh my god, I gained 2 health. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's just it gets you back up in life so easily. It can like negate an opponent's whole turn basically. And although it drops a life gain for each one in the drop zone, because we only run 3, like the least you're ever going to get is 2 life, which can be game changing, you know. So yeah, it's a really good spell.
This is also this is personally my favorite card. Just right. I really like it. If you're under 5 health, you pay a gauge and you draw 2 cards. You know, there's no drawback whatsoever. Maybe paying 1 gauge.
Which, if you're at 5 life, I mean, you really want to use this card to like get monsters, or especially if you do have Cerberus.
You
definitely want to get something.
What I find happening a lot is I'll use it, draw 2 cards. Next thing you know, I've got an Invigorating Breath in my hand, and that's I'm not at 5 damage anymore.
Yep.
All right, items. 4 Hysteric Spears.
This card.
I'm not even going to justify it. You know, you get
5k with Penetrate.
Yeah. And 2 crit. Like
it costs 2 gauge. That's it.
And with how reliant, like just Danger World in general is,
it works really well with all the counters.
Oh yeah. And then just because, like, again, you're pretty reliant on items. I mean, you can win without items. I have. I'm just saying that, like, the items help just a massive amount. It makes such a power gap when you have, like, it really is hard to lose when you have an item out at this point.
Yep.
So then I run the 3 Boulder Piercing because just to help you get that item out if you can't get Hysteric Spear.
Yeah.
And then impacts, I don't even know why we're talking about this.
It's the 1 impact, right, that they have.
Yeah, the 3 Drill Bunker.
Drill Bunker. This card's such a good game finisher. It's a Gargantua punish-ish kind of strategy. Just hit your opponent for 4.
Punish-ish?
Punish-ish, yeah. But I mean, this in combo with Spear is a dick move. Because then, even if they've got a card in the center, you increase this thing to 9, and then it's got 4 crit. And if your opponent is at, like,
and 9's going to get through just about everything. Like, Demon and Golem. They have my highest defense in this deck. I'll flip them around. They have 8s. Just like that, you're getting through with just that 1 card.
Yep.
So
there's not a lot of things that can stand up to... And this is a pretty easy cost to pay. Just 2 gauge. Everything in this deck is either 1 or 2 gauge, which is really nice. So, yeah, I think this build is really solid. I've used it a lot against his Katana World, and I think it stands up to it pretty well.
I mean, it's a bad matchup for Katana World. You're just going to sit there and beat my face and with all my little...
But even against, like, Dragon World, you know, it's just got really good pressure. I think it... the weapon reliance isn't all that bad because you do run, like, what is it, 7 weapons? Yeah. Oh, by the way, we got this thing for trade if anybody does want it because it's badass. Anyway, yeah, it's just a really fun deck to play because it's so much pressure. But, yeah, so that's been our first Buddyfight deck.
Yep, profile. And there will be plenty more, mostly from me. I have, like, there's going to be a lot more from me, trust me. I have this currently in the making. It's almost done. I should have it done by my next paycheck. That is Tsukikage.
Yep.
And then, most likely after that paycheck, this will be done.
Your, say hello, Miss.
No, not Mary Sue. Mary Sue is probably going to be the last one I finish. Because I have more cards for Asmodai. Asmodai will be done after that. And then, yes, hello, Mary Sue.
Yep.
So, yeah, we'll have plenty of those videos coming out for all you people that like buddy fighting.
And this is a really fun game, I do have to say. I'm glad I learned Buddy Fight. I'm not gonna build my Skull Warriors for a little bit, but I only have 2 more decks I need to make for this whole season of Vanguard. And then, you know, so...
But by then, set 3 will have come out for Buddy Fight, and you'll probably have
Skull Warrior.
Let's see. No, Ancient World comes out in set 3, and that's JD's.
Yeah.
Oh, JD has a almost completed
Jackknife.
Jackknife that he'll be coming out with soon. He's also going to build, I think
Ancient World, right?
Yeah, he's going to build Ancient World. I think he also wants, I think you can get Legend World, I think, and Dungeon World.
I mean, I'd like to see what the cards do first, but yeah, that's been our first Buddyfight deck profile.
Wait,
So
don't close it off yet.
what are you doing?
There's still more stuff to talk about, I think. There's plenty of stuff to talk about. There's always stuff to talk about. But yeah,
This
so
guy has amazing hair.
this is very true. I love Aruga. There is... we also have a... He's not working on it now, but we will have a Armorknight or Dragon deck coming out soon.
And
So,
then Velocity.
yeah. And then, I don't actually know. Is he going to build Armor Dragons? Like
He will build Armor Dragons at some point.
What's his face?
Because he really likes the
Bunker?
cards. And I'm looking at dual dragons just because Gale Khan is such a badass.
That SP
Gale Khan. Look at this thing. He's a badass.
We have opened 6 boxes of Buddyfight so far and gotten 4 SPs
Look how
out of them.
shiny it is. And it's got 4 crit, 10k, power, and defense, and kills everything when he enters the field.
And he looks
He
absolutely
looks like
fabulous.
an absolute badass.
And
so,
he feels great to the touch.
okay,
you know. I love
it's just really shiny.
his hard nips.
And so, yeah, that's...
Look at that. It's a golden card. It is made of gold, ladies and gentlemen. $60, you can have it. I'm just kidding. 50. I'm not even joking. That's the price he goes for. Honestly, mail me. Mail order. Come on now. He is your mail order wife.
Oh my god. He's not Russian. Whatever.
Russian? I was talking about Koreans.
Oh my god. Alright, so yeah. Before this gets any more insulting, we're going to cut it off here. Anyway, have a great day. Keep card fighting.
Service!
And buddy fighting now, guys. So, yeah. We'll talk to you later.